Oh, hello. Hello. Hi there. Welcome to a brand new year. Welcome to a brand new episode. Welcome to a brand new us.
Golf is ruining our lives for another year. Thanks very much for listening. Thanks for still being there. And also thanks for surviving so far the winter. Because it's
cold out there, guys.
It's cold, but also we had the wettest Christmas ever. That wet weather, as a golfer, was just like every day I was getting the WhatsApp message from our course.
Oh, yeah. Well, not my course anymore. I remember those WhatsApp messages. I remember those emails. The course is closed.
It's closed.
We will re-examine in 60 minutes.
The course is famously run by Daleks.
Yes.
Course closed. Golf dreams exterminated.
No trolleys today, please. Yeah,
That's true. It's been so wet, not even Daleks will get on the fairways.
Daleks would be awful in golf courses. Think of the wheels and the mud and
because they've already got anger issues.
Yeah,
it'd just be a nightmare. No, that was a gimme. Just wouldn't work.
Such a UK specific reference for
Hi.
a worldwide golf.
Hey,
podcast.
Doctor Who is a worldwide brand right now.
That's true.
Yeah, so here we are. Golf is ruining my life once again.
Can we talk about where we are? I feel like I want to talk about.
Yeah,
there's been such a big storyline on this show about me leaving my golf course and moving house, and this is our first ever episode in my new house.
We're sitting in this beautiful, beautiful place. It's so lovely and cozy. There's the smell of scented candles, which I guess is covering up the damp.
Yes.
There's a couple of people in sleeping bags in the basement. They've been here for a while. You really need to get those guys kicked out. It seems really nice. Once you put a roof on it, I think it's going to be amazing.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
We're in leafy Hertfordshire.
We are. Golf HQ, mate.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm on my hunt for my new golf course. We did something separately earlier this week, which has totally ignited my let's go 2024 golfing ambitions.
I'm now used to this part of the routine of the year as a golfing fanatic. And weirdly, I don't know if this is happening to other people as well, my golfing fanaticism is getting more intense the older I get. It's not dying down. Do you know what I mean? That's strange. You'd think that you might get tired of it or fed up with it, but the golf thing is getting stronger and stronger. Is it like this weird part of my brain that's going, get it done before you die, get good before you die? I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I'm getting into it more and more.
Don't you think we're also in that part of the year now where this is it? This is fever pitch.
Fever pitch. And the rhythm of January is now new products.
Yes.
And that, you know me, Tom, I like stuff.
Yeah,
I like to fetishize things, right? And golf clubs really fulfills that in my life.
There's so many amazing golf launches right now. There's so many amazing videos you see from other creators being like, look, I've reviewed this and I've reviewed the new Cobra this or the Callaway this. And I love watching them. And we've said this before on the show. The best thing about this part of the year is you've not 24 hours ago played a round of golf in the middle of summer and let yourself down.
Yes.
Everything is in the future. Everything is possible. The realities of your golf game haven't depressed you for a while.
We really need to enjoy this bit of winter golf because you appreciate how much fun it is during summer. Because when you are there in the thick of summer, in the golfing rush hour, playing all the time, I certainly speak. I think you're a bit better than me psychologically, but I get too into it. I don't appreciate it. And often I'll go 2 or 3 weeks of playing 3 times a week. And if something's wrong with my game, you know what I mean? I'm not really somehow enjoying it.
Yeah.
And now when I'm in winter, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why didn't I enjoy that? And so you have that excitement and you think, this summer, I'm really going to make sure I'm into it.
Is this summer the summer?
Yeah.
Is this summer the year where it all clicks into place?
But also, crucially, I would say, even if it's not the summer where it clicks into place, I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm still going to appreciate the game. You know, when I played my first round the other day for the first time in 2 months.
You've had 2 months off.
2 months off golf. That is the longest forced absence from golf I've had in my life.
That must be the longest time off golf since I've known you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How's it been?
Yeah, it was really weird. When you come off it, he's like coming off a drug.
Yeah.
He's just like shaking for a couple of days. I went to the Golf Priory, basically.
Did you? Yeah.
Just to go through detox. The reason I had to stop initially was because of my leg stuff. So I had to stop. Doctor's orders. I couldn't play. So there's no choice in that. So you just stop. Then it became because I was busy because of work and then Christmas. So I just couldn't. I didn't have the time. I felt like something was missing in my life. Like I really felt like this big part of my life that I love so much had just gone away, but I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was until I played golf again. And then I was like,
oh, that's it.
How sad is this? And it is like golf was ruining my life, but this really makes me so happy, and it's been absent, and I hadn't figured that's what it was.
And I want to remind you, and I want to remind the listeners to this show, that just because you've not played in a while, all that skill that you've picked up, I don't think it does go away. It doesn't diminish totally, because, and we'll get onto this later on the show, what we both did earlier this week, but it was the first time I'd had a golf club in my hand for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Did it feel weird?
It felt weird, but I was so pleasantly surprised at how quickly it came back and how quickly I was striking really nice, steady golf shots.
Yeah.
I was like, this is pretty impressive that I can put this down and just pick this back up again.
It's a surprise element.
Yeah.
The first couple of shots back, and I would never really advise anyone to take time off golf for that long on purpose.
No.
What a shame to do that. But it was almost worth it because it made me go, oh, I mean, this is just brilliant. I should do this more often.
Yeah, I love this thing again.
The novelty of it was there for the first time in years. I think with golf especially, more so than a lot of other sports, you can get so hooked on it that the joy fades away and the colour fades out and it all becomes a bit sepia and repetitive and inward looking. Oh, I can't get this right. Having a break, coming back to it, it is like on The Wizard of Oz. The colour comes back in.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Honestly, that sounds completely insane, but it felt like
When did you play?
Like January the 2nd.
So, okay, fine. So a week and a bit ago.
A week and a bit ago, I went to the range and realised that a lot of the new sort of technique which I've taken on last year is all, like you say, exactly like you say, it's all still in there. So chill out. And then I played a proper round a few days after that and I just loved it. I went like double bogey, and then I parred all the other holes.
At Muswell Hill.
At Muswell Hill.
Yeah.
I parred like 5 holes in a row because I just switched off the anxiety bit. The golf anxiety.
Yeah.
Amazing.
My big thing for this year is I want this year to be the year that I learn how to strike the golf ball properly. And I think the reason I say that is I'm watching so many videos right now about rotation and compression and how you swing through the ball and how you swing through. And I think there's a lot of issues in my swing that come from the chicken wing. I spoke about chicken wing on this show loads. Yeah. There's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with the way I hit a golf ball. And I want this year to be the year that I change that.
When you've had a break from it, you don't cling on. You try stuff.
Yeah.
And you can fix the thing that's something wrong.
I had a lesson a few years ago with James Robertson.
Love him.
Yeah. He came on the show, a really early episode in this show.
Possibly the most handsome. If I have a golfing crush, it might be on Jimmy Robinson.
He's too handsome.
And he's so nice.
He's so nice and tall and lovely.
Yeah.
I had a lesson with him and we tried to get rid of my chicken wing and we spoke a lot about rotation and just holding off, and there was a certain feeling that I didn't put into practice because it didn't help my game instantly.
That's what I mean. So when you've had a break, you don't care if your game's not being helped because you don't care about your game. You just want to try and hit a ball well.
I just want to learn how to get rid of that chicken wing and how to properly hit a golf ball. The bit of advice I give to every single new golfer, and there was a moment where this clicked with me, is when you're trying to hit a golf ball, the worst thing you could possibly do is try and get it in the air. Don't try and get it in the air. Of course,
yeah.
You try and lift it up if that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, anything, hit down on it.
That's always my advice. That's my advice to every single new golfer who listens to that show. Hit the ball into the floor.
Yeah.
And there'll be a moment where you get golf advice where it clicks and you go, I actually know what that bloke means.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hear all these things all the time from people, and there'll be one that you go, shit, I get that. And that will change everything. And for me, that was hit the thing into the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. So that first moment you did that, because that's when you get compression and that's when it goes.
Yeah. It's a completely different way of thinking about what you're doing. You're not swinging and trying to lift the ball up there.
No.
You're trying to hit the ball. You're trying to get it into the floor and then the loft will do the work for you.
It's the dad advice, isn't it? What is the ultimate dad line that they always shout at you? Because mine was always let the club do the work.
Yeah.
Never quite sure what that meant.
No, but it does make sense.
No, it does make sense. There's a vibe to it.
When you realise what it actually means, let the club do the work. Yeah. You go, shit, okay, I get what that means.
I didn't say that. I didn't say shit to him. I just said something like, golly.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah.
How nice to see you again. Don't go. He's gone again. Something like that.
Or when people tell you to slow down.
Yeah.
It's annoying. But when you
no.
actually listen to it and take it in for what they actually mean.
Dude, your swing looks like you look like. I mean, your shape has changed massively because of your fitness, but your swing, you look like a different golfer.
Yeah, from the million miles an hour swing.
Well, that's what's interesting about doing. I think part of that is doing this show. I've been forced to watch a lot of videos of my swing.
Yeah.
No,
Change that.
No.
Change that.
Don't do it like that.
Whose swing would you want the most? If you could have any golfer's swing, whose golf swing would you want?
Yeah, and you can't just say Rory or Tiger.
No.
That often has to be the caveat for all these games. You can't say Rory or Tiger. Whose swing would I want the most? Although he had a really bad year last year, I would say Justin Thomas. I really like Justin Thomas. He's quite high up. It's quite steep.
Yeah.
And it looks like it looks effortless. I think that's a really big thing for me. When you've had a good lesson, you play and you think, oh, this is easy. I don't need to do all the muscle there and pull the shoulder. You don't need to do any of that. Just do that movement. Just turn and whip it.
Yeah.
And I always think his swing just looks like, whoop, up it goes, and down it comes.
For me, it's the Big Easy.
Oh, it's Ernie. I mean...
But I'm not Ernie generation. So I've not grown up watching Ernie. So when people say Ernie, that's because they watched Ernie as a kid. I didn't grow up watching Ernie.
Yeah.
So now I see all the videos of his swing. He's the opposite of what I am, or was. He's so slow and effortless.
It's unreal. Him and Vijay Singh was very similar as well. Same sort of thing. Just this. I mean, he's still got it. We saw him at the Open in Liverpool last year.
Yes.
And I get emotional when I see him. I'm like, that guy, he's the reason. I remember watching him all through the 90s, and I couldn't believe that this slow movement, like watching Federer play tennis, this slow movement contains such elegant power. It just didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense with the laws of physics. Do you know what I mean? And also someone so physically lumbering. He's this huge guy, and he just goes, whoosh, and it's just, it's the best.
That's my inspiration for the year. Is the change, is to have a more beautiful swing, and the more, as you say, doing this show and doing the YouTube videos and whatever.
Yeah.
And we've had so many comments recently. We've had so many new listeners recently saying we need to do more videos, and we will really try and do that this year. My swing is really shallow, if that makes any sense. On the way, instead of like, as you say, Justin Thomas is quite upright, or Ian Poulter is quite upright, mine is the opposite.
Well, shallow's good coming down. Shallow's okay coming down to the ball.
Yeah.
You want to shallow it a bit, but you don't want to go shallow up.
It's shallow on the way back.
Right.
And I think it's a lack of athleticism, and I think that's a thing that I want to change in my.
How do you mean you haven't got the strength to?
I think back in Fat Tom days.
Oh yeah.
I think my swing was compensating for a lack of power, and I also had God, we're getting deep into it now. I also had no lower back muscles.
This is
true. That I now do have, so I can have a more athletic swing.
Gary Player.
Yes,
I met him at the K Club. When I met him at the K Club last year, all he could talk about was the core. You watch his videos on Insta. He's there doing pull-ups, doing chin-ups, because he's like, you need the core. It's all built around the core. You're basically squatting when you take a golf shot, and you're turning the core around. It's interesting. Some people, when they lose weight and they get more athletic, they need to change their clothes.
Yeah.
You need to put a new golf swing on.
Yeah, I do. I need to change my golf swing, go more upright.
Yeah. We're going to go to the ads in a sec.
Yes, we need to talk about the thing.
I knew this would happen. Before we started filming, before we started recording, Tom and I said, we're both saying, I've got so much. And we thought, we'll get into the thing straight away. We've done 15 minutes, not on the thing.
Should we do the thing? Should we?
Go on.
I think I've got something that's going to take up the next 15 minutes of the show, and it's part of the thing.
But not the thing?
But it's not the thing.
Well, let's do that, and then next week we'll do the thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Stay there, because I think I've committed the worst ever golf crime.
Oh, no.
Welcome back to another episode of Golf is Ruining My Life. Gather round, friends. I think I'm about to get berated and slated.
It's time for Golf Confessions, and today's penitent is Tom Green. Over to you, Thomas.
Do you want me to just tell you a story?
Yeah,
I'll just talk about it in a story. Yeah. So we did something really exciting the other day, which is we got invited by your friend and mine, Cobra Puma, to go to Woburn.
Love those guys.
To get some new golf clubs. New season, new golf club, let's go.
Can I tell you something? A little bit of background on that very quickly. I had a meeting at my son's school to talk to the headmaster about my son's performance at school.
Yes.
I postponed it to go to Woburn and get the Cobra fitting.
Huge.
Priorities.
What's
Priorities.
more, son's education or new irons? Well, let's put it this way. Tom's got new irons, so you work it out. So we both get invited to this day at Woburn, and because of our radio schedules, you had to go earlier, I had to go later, and with the house move and everything was very, very, very hectic. So I emailed Sean from Cobra, and I'm like, just to sort of get my head around this, is this the only day where this fitting is happening? Is the only day we can do this? He's like, yes, that's the only day. I was like, fine. In that case, I'll have to move everything else to make this work, which I want to do because this is so important.
Yep.
But because of this, I went straight to the fitting after my radio show.
Oh, this is bad.
So in the morning, I went to the gym. So that was one outfit. And then I went to work. That's another outfit. Yeah. And then I thought I'm going to go and do this fitting at Woburn. So that's another outfit. Yeah. However, had you been to Woburn this week?
No, but its reputation precedes it.
Of course. I've been to Woburn, luckily, a few times. Yeah. And I thought we were going to be in the inside bay, which is like a little snug, but there's probably 3 people. I thought it would be me and a fitter, and that would be it.
And what's that thing called? Oh, they used to have it back in the day. Heating.
Heating, yeah.
That's it. Do you remember heating? Oh.
Well, weirdly, heating wasn't my issue. So I walk into Woburn, and as soon as I get in, I get told off for the thing that I've been told off for before in Woburn. As soon as I walk in, hello, sir, can you take your hat off? Okay, fine. Fine. Absolutely fine. Not the biggest golf crime in the world.
No, I was going to say, that's of course, yeah.
And then I go, where's the Cobra fitting? She goes, follow me this way. And as we walk out of the sort of reception area, she looks me up and down, and looks me up and down again, and stays on my down area.
Oh, you know.
And she says, you're not allowed to wear blue jeans in here.
You weren't wearing jeans.
I wore jeans.
You took denim to Woburn? Denim. Woburn's not ready for denim.
I took denim to a golf club fitting.
Oh.
Berate me. Tell me I'm wrong, because I am wrong.
Do you know what you should be made to do as a punishment?
Go on.
You should be made to wear full golf-playing regalia to the gym.
Yeah. You're right.
You should have to flip it, because that is
my next business casual. I'll have to wear golf wear.
I mean, couldn't you have just gone and bought some trousers in the pro shop?
I debated it. I genuinely debated it.
Yeah.
And the reason I thought it would be fine was I actually changed my top because I was wearing like a shirt. I changed my top to something more casual for the golf because I thought we'd just be in this little side area where it would be really chill and it would just be me and a fitter and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. Obviously, Cobra had taken over the whole driving range.
There was
4
Cobra
fitting
flags
bays
everywhere. Yeah.
Flags everywhere. I had a crowd. There was about 5 or 6 different people there. I don't know what they were doing there, but they just watched me for the whole fitting, and I was the idiot that had turned up in jeans.
Did you apologise to all of them? You should be forced to write a letter. Who's like the golf pope? Who should you have to write to?
Tiger Woods.
It's got to be Tiger.
Pat Perez.
Yeah.
No, he's the golf devil, isn't
exactly, yeah. Dear Mr. Woods.
I'm so sorry.
On the X of January, I, Tom Green, took myself to Woburn Golf Club and I wore denim. What were you thinking? The day denim is allowed on a golf course, it's just, that's it. We're done.
Pretty hard to embarrass, I would say. I'm like, I am who I am. Take it or leave it. Whatever. You can't embarrass me. Genuinely, for our friends on this show, in a safe space, I was embarrassed.
Oh, it's happened. It's finally happened. And you've seen his golf swing, and that was the thing that embarrassed him. It's lovely golf banter. It's lovely golf banter. But more importantly, and we will talk about the fitting maybe at length next week.
I think we're going to have to because there's so much to talk about with the new Cobra gear and how it went. But can I just very quickly, jeans on a golf club, jeans for a golf fitting, yes or no? No.
It's no, isn't it? I mean, that's not even... So, jeans on a golf fitting, no or no. What is the worst thing to wear to a golf fitting? I'd say a suit is preferable.
Genuinely embarrassed.
What is the worst thing that you or someone with you in your party has ever worn on a golf course? Have you done a stag do and made someone dress in some sort of chicken costume on a golf course? That is not as bad as denim at a fitting, because a fitting as well... A fitting. When all the guys are there, you should know what you're doing. You should know what you're doing. And you're getting fitted for high-end, really good clubs. And you're there in your Levi's.
They were Levi's as well.
Yeah, of course they were.
I felt particularly stupid. So should we come back to the fitting?
Yeah.
On another day.
Can I circle back to something I was thinking about in the first half, just very briefly?
Of course.
One of the big things that's happened to me when I was playing recently is you reorder your priorities in your golf swing when you've had a break from the game.
Okay.
So the more you play, the more you have each little sedimentary layer of ideas and thoughts and Instagram videos and twist this and tweak that. Do you know what I mean? It adds up until they're pushing down on you. You're like a fossil being crushed by all these thoughts. And time off from the game has really loosened all that up. And it's meant that I've gone back to my solid thoughts that I've always relied on, right?
The thoughts under thoughts.
The thoughts under thoughts. The ones that are the basics from when I was 13 years old. And the one that is there because it always works.
Daddy, do you love me?
And
it's not that one, is it?
That's my tattoo.
Yeah, sorry. Yes.
The thought is slow down. That's the thought. And it's unbelievable how much it works, because my shoulder doesn't quite come round often when I'm swinging. I swing too quick. I don't go all the way back, and I'm tipping over myself here. If I slow down, it all syncs up, and it's like, I don't think, Tom, I thought that to myself once last year.
Just slow down.
Slow down. I honestly think I spent a whole golfing season with a million other thoughts in my head.
I actually did a little bit of research earlier today after the fitting, which we'll come to next week. Because I looked at my golf swing and I thought, damn, it's slow. It looks really slow, right? So I was getting my stats, and my average golf swing varied from 96 miles an hour up to, I got to just under 100 miles an hour. I mostly swung at like 98, 99, and I was like, damn, that's slow. So I checked it out online. I was like, what is an average golf swing? Where would 99 to 100 put me? That would put me in low single figures. That's how a low single figure swing. So just slow down. Just
slow down. And also, I would say your swing is not the same thing as the clubhead speed. The clubhead speed, your swing is the bit in the middle. The clubhead speed is the outside of the tire. Do you know what I mean? If you think about it like a bike wheel,
okay, wow.
Your swing is the little bit right in the middle of the tire, of the wheel. And the swing is the bit right. And that can get quick, but if you're swinging slow in the middle, that can get even quicker sometimes because of the timing. So slow it all down. What is your base thought? Well, not base thought, that's terrible phrasing. What is your...
Tits.
What is your basic swing thought that you can sometimes forget? What is the one when it's going wrong that you come back to? What's yours?
So yours is slow down.
Mine's slow down.
Mine is always... chest, sternum, weight over the ball, compress the ball.
Smother it.
It's that. It could be something with this face. Do you know what I mean by that?
Oh my God, this is amazing. Forget swing thoughts. What is your swing face?
Oh my God. Yeah, mine's that. Doesn't work on a podcast.
Mine's quite similar. Mine's sort of pursed lips, pinched together. It's not good. Forget the ugly sex face. An ugly swing face is the worst.
Yeah, my idea, that's my swing thought. And it always works. It genuinely always works.
Yeah.
When I go back to a driving range or my first round of golf back after a while, that'll be the thing that clicks in my head. Oh, that's why I'm not hitting it. My weight needs to be over the ball. I need to be compressing it, and then pop.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Do you shout to yourself at a driving range?
No.
I do.
What do you mean shout to yourself?
I do. I'll go, that's it.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. No.
Oh, come on. And I almost want to start chatting to other people in other bays. See that, mate? That's got it, hasn't it? How are you getting on? Like, I feel the camaraderie of it, and I don't think enough people talk to strangers at driving ranges.
If you ever see him at a driving range, avoid him. Should we do an email? Yes. Logan's been on.
Oh, is it Logan with the missing clubs?
It is Logan with the missing clubs.
Come on, Logan, give us some good news.
Logan's back on, regular listener Logan. He says, hi, Tom and Tom. I recently emailed in a few weeks ago speaking about my stolen clubs. Yes. I managed to get a full set together with second-hand stuff and some gifts over Christmas, and I fully caught the bug again.
Yes, Logan!
I'm even addicted, even found myself buying golf magazines. I feel like I'm in my 40s when I'm in my early 20s. Oh. Golf magazines are great. I love golf magazines.
Totally.
What is your guys' goal for 2024? Mine is to get into 20 handicaps. I don't even have one yet, and to break 100. Yes, break 100 is a great goal. Yes. Love the show, as always. Keep it up, Logan. Thanks, Logan.
Logan, that's absolutely brilliant.
I think,
I love that.
Score goals are really great. I've got loads of my friends messaging me at the moment who they're saying, this is the year, this is my break 90 year.
Yeah.
So I finally go under 90, and I think that's a really good goal to have.
I think also keep goals, and I don't want to be putting any body fluids on anyone's chips, but it's really good to be quite conservative in your golf goals, because the best round I ever had, I arrived, got out the car and thought, I'll be happy with 8 over today.
Yeah.
And I was really confident in that. I was like, 8 over's fine. So when things went a bit wobbly, I was like, I'm still going to shoot 8 over. That's great. And then I shot 2 over. It is quite good to go out around and just think, what's reasonable? What's moderate? Before you get lost in the days of playing golf. But when you're still that sane person, when you're in the car park, before you get out of the car and the madness of golf descends, what do you want to score? Make that decision before you get out of the car. It really helps.
Just so we are all aware of what it takes to have that day, how much were you playing on your 2 over period?
All my best rounds it's always my 3rd round of the week.
So you're playing shitloads.
You have to.
Yeah.
The best golf I can play is that sort of level. And that I have to be playing. I'm not going to not play. Unlike Dan Walker, our showbiz friend Dan Walker, who's off +2, he will not play. I've seen his cards on my EG. He will not play for 3 months, and then he'll shoot 2 under par.
It's not fair. It's not fair, Dan. It's not fair.
It's not on.
No.
Yeah. What is your? So you're arriving, right? You're on your 3rd round of the week. It is March. Spring is starting to bubble up. The course is nice and firm, and it's a bit warm but not too hot. It's your 3rd round of the week. What is the number before you get out of the car? You take a deep breath. What do you want to shoot today?
I'm always happy with low 80s.
So give me that. How many over is that?
Oh, like 9 over, 10 over, 11 over. When I'm really playing loads, that's my next step, is to get back to there. Be able to step on a course and go, this is an 81, this is an 80, this is a 79.
Yeah.
When I'm doing that regularly, then I can look to get like single-figured handicap.
Yes.
That when we started this show, I was very much on the mission to go single figures, but I was also playing so much more.
Yeah.
I'm not playing anywhere near as much as that now. But now I'm away from London. Now great golf courses are on my doorstep. Now I've my fitness goals. I've sort of really got to where I want to be now.
Yeah.
That there's so much more time to play golf.
You've done your fitness.
I've done it now.
Get fat. Before we finish, in that case, can we not come around to the topic of your new golf club? Have you got one?
Oh, where I'm going to join.
I mean, we're going to talk about new golf clubs next week. But what about your new course? Where are you going to join?
I'm really umming and ahhing about what to do. Part of me, my best friend, literally my best man, messaged me 2 weeks ago and said, I've just bought a car. And he lives in London. So what that means for us is that we could start doing that quite enjoyable thing of just driving to courses around the M25 for the next 6 months and playing loads of different places.
Get on Golf Now.
Yeah.
Get some deals.
And do that.
100%.
And I'm really excited by that as an idea, because it'll make it feel a bit more of an adventure. There's a bit more fun types of golf to play. And I'm not having that pressure of, I'm paying this every single month. I should be playing. I should be paying. Like, we'll just go and have lovely rounds of golf until summer. I think that's where I'm at. That's
definitely something to be said for that. That is very, very sensible. But also, you should join the club as well.
Yes. Okay. Cheers. Thank you so much.
That's what I must do.
Next week on the show, we're going to have a golf geekery, a golf geek off, as we go into quite a lot of detail about our new fitting, our new clubs with Cobra, and we challenged each other to do something.
Yes, we did. There is a little challenge. It gets a bit competitive, and you'll find out how we get on and which Tom won. I can tell you Tom did win.
Tom won, yes.
But find out which one won next week on the show. In the meantime, if you want to get in touch with us, give us an email. What are your golf goals? What's the number you want to shoot? Give me a specific number on a specific day of the year. Like, we're talking early April.
Yeah.
It's my 3rd time this week. I want to know, right? The Toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. Drop us an email. We love hearing from you.
Every time we mention the email on the show, we get loads of emails.
Yes.
And we've not mentioned it for a while. So the Toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. Just any golf chat, anything you want to tell us.
Yeah.
We read every message we get. So send them over and we'll talk about you on the show. And remember, rate and review. Make sure you subscribe. Go and check out the TikTok. And we'll see you same time next time.
Bye.